Well, hello, folks. We're Monday and another week for us, and we got another good view out there. We see a little jet contrail working right through there as we see the sun kind of shining through some high clouds. This cloudiness would be easily 20, 30,000 feet above the surface. You know, traffic moving back and forth as we see the view there from Texas Avenue in Alexandria. Thank the folks at Cinlot Broadcasting for the tower cam. Natchitoches, we're seeing a little smoky view there. There's been a controlled burn in far south Natchitoches Parish, and the southerly winds have kind of brought that into view of the camera up in that area around Sibley Lake. So we'll be talking about these things in the coming few minutes. First of all, the forecast remains very warm. We need rain, and I think we've got some coming in this forecast. All right, radar, nothing showing up here locally. We do see that little controlled burn up across southern Natchitoches Parish, and I think that's supplying the smoke that was on the cam just a minute ago. And in satellite and radar coming, we got another nasty little winter system to affect the portions of the eastern seaboard there, but it won't be anything near like what they had with the nor'easter and the bomb cyclone and all that good stuff. We do see some chilly air still lingering up to the north of us and down this way. Not much happening as far as weather-wise. We are pretty tranquil. So let's project the forecast here for the next couple of days at specific important times for you. If you're out this evening doing some errands or something like that, maybe even some Monday night entertainment, I think the forecast is going to stay good. Going into Tuesday morning, some fog may be in the forecast. I'll have a few more details in just a bit. And then going into Tuesday in the PM commute, no issues there. And then back to Tuesday and Wednesday morning there. Wednesday morning, we've got maybe a stray shower possible in the forecast during that time frame. So here's your future visibility from one of our high resolution maps showing that around 4 a.m. we start to see the fog creeping in from the south. According to this model, entering Beauregard Parish first, and then it just kind of overspreads the area. And many folks, as you see very low visibility. If that happens to be that low, just a few tenths of a mile or even 0 visibility, then you've got to keep your headlights on low beam and just slow down and be careful. By 8:30 or so, 9 o'clock, we see a little improvement in places, but in other places remains socked in even through that time frame. All right, I've got the bubbles here for you once again as we're going to play this out. I want to show you this one out to the west of us. You see there's the first system right there traveling up into the Midwest. That's going to kind of kick things off with a moisture response from the Gulf. And then we're going to be looking at this system off to the west. This is the bigger one, which is coming through the area. Excuse me, got a little tickle developing in my throat. So I'll put this in the forecast there. You can see it's just kind of lumbering out in that particular area. But then it begins to make a move as we head into the early middle part of next week. And so that's going to keep rain chances going. You notice cold air looks like, according to this model, this is one model, GFS, but some other models are saying this too. There may be an outbreak of cold air coming out of Canada. I'll call it an outbreak. It remains to certainly be seen how cold it's going to wind up being, but it's coming from the right place to have a chill to it. So that's something to watch too, as I was talking about on one of my extended forecasts that I posted the other day. So the 7-day forecast, oh, and stay tuned with me. I have the precipitation outlook, rainfall outlook for the the week after this. So morning fog issues in the morning. Look at these temperatures. We should be in the upper 60s. We're in the 80s. There may be even some records or near record temperatures established some of these days. Night times very low. Not much of a rain chance Wednesday. Just 30%. We'll take that. It'll drop Thursday as the disturbances kind of go away. And then we'll start to increase the rain chances Friday, especially into the weekend, and pretty good rain chances linger there for Monday and Tuesday, 40% Saturday night, 30% for Sunday morning. A little bit cooler weather there in the morning, only a couple of degrees. Sunday may be a rare day that we don't hit 80 degrees. Here's the outlook I promised you. This is week 2, just after the 7-day forecast for the week of March 10 through 16. We are still in the above normal rain column there. So this may be a chance. I predicted a wet March. Well, actually above normal rainfall depending on how wet it gets, depends on other factors there. But the truth is, it looks like through the middle of March, first half of March, is going to be wetter than it usually is. Now, during that week, we have just over an inch of rain. We have about an inch rain average for this week. So what we're looking at is right now perhaps the likelihood of many folks getting 2 inches or more of rain the first week of March, and we'll certainly take that. Okay, Nick Michaels to see you, and you'll see him in the morning. I'll be back in the PM hours and the forecast center.